ex parte communication going on, and how could I bring it to the proper authorities to address this problem?
Well, I think clarification about the ground rules among the judges and some discussion of it in the press would be starting points at least. So good luck with that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. Hey, you just reminded me of a question. Ron Branson, I think you've heard his name. He got the thing on the South Dakota ballot to impeach judges called J.A.I.L for Judges. J.A.I.L stands for Judicial Accountability Initiative Law, or J.A.I.L for short. And the judges and the attorneys came out together and said, this is a terrible idea to have judges impeached and have them removed for breaking their oath and violating the law. But it went farther than just having them removed. It said you could go after their pension, their house, their personal assets if they break the law. Would you favor having judges subject to having their personal assets, their pension, their salary attached if they break the law, they violate their oath?
Well, I think it depends what we mean when we say they break the law. If they commit criminal acts as any other citizen, I think that's one thing. But I think the J.A.I.L initiative is designed to say that if they make a ruling that somebody disagrees with and it ultimately prevails in showing that it was against the law, that they should forfeit personal assets. And it doesn't seem to me that that's an effective way to run a system of justice.
What you just stated was the way the judges twisted it, and the attorneys in North Carolina came out and said it the way you did, but it actually doesn't. It says you have to go to a super grand jury, a statewide drawn super grand jury, and if they find you guilty after a fair trial, an adversary proceeding of having broken your oath of office, that is itself a crime, breaking your oath of office, because people's lives are in your hands, and they trust you because you took an oath of office to uphold the Constitution. And that's why I favored Ron Branson's thing, but he just enlightened me something. Danny, we'll get back to you. I'm not forgetting you. But since Mr. Beebe here is a research analyst at the court, Ron Branson stated to me, I don't know if it's true, that county grand juries cannot investigate and indict judges, that has to go before the California Commission on Judicial Performance. And they can go after anybody else they want, but they can't touch the judiciary. Is that true?
I believe that is the law.
Since 1960, so that is the law. Should we reverse that and allow county grand juries to go after judges? Because aren't we then creating another title of nobility that even the grand jury is supposed to be the people's last resort to get really criminals, corrupt people in office? But we've taken the judiciary and made them exempt. Shouldn't we make them accountable like everybody else?
Well, we have used the grand jury process actually in this county in the past to
get bad judges? To get bad prosecutors like Tom Sneddon? Tom Sneddon falsified evidence in the Michael Jackson trial. I was there. I saw him get caught. Remember the phony fingerprints thing? You probably don't want to talk about that because you probably did research on it, but...
I'm not even familiar with that allegation.
Shouldn't DAs, are they part of the judiciary, so are they exempt from county grand jury investigation?
Well, you have to remember that there is both a criminal and a civil grand jury. The civil grand jury is a watchdog kind of function, which is made up of citizens who, in many instances, have volunteered their time, often have their own agenda. The criminal grand jury looks at actual criminal conduct.
And who makes up that grand jury?
That's actually selected as a pettit jury would be by random draw and then a process of voir dire.